dark lords who had wronged him, and those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the Doomslayer.
Hello, hello. Boo! Oh boy. I take off a couple days to do Christmas shopping, and the internet it's set on fire again. One day, give me a week of just chilling. You know what I mean? A week of me being able to like take a day off and people not putting their entire leg in their mouth. What do you guys think? Is that too much to ask, you guys think? Because, bro, hello, hi. What do you? I didn't buy you anything. I'm on Hypnocast today, and that's your Christmas present. There you go. How do you take a day off, bro? I have been pulled around for Christmas shopping. I did most of my Christmas shopping online, but my mom likes to, drag me around. So that's great. That's fun. And I'm, waiting for people to like pick things for Christmas. And I'm on my Twitter. I'm like, what's going on here? What happened? Why is everyone fucking losing their minds? Bro. Hello. Yeah, I am gonna be on Hypnotic's stream later today. 8 p.m. EST, which is 1 a.m. my time. I'm gonna be leaving before 1 a.m. So, yeah, I saw the category is... I am on Twitch right now. Should be doing this beforehand, but whatever. We're not gonna play Kingdom Come Deliverance. What did I say? The category was? I don't fucking care anymore. I don't care anymore. Yeah, I have been watching this from the sidelines. Obviously, I wasn't streaming when this happened. But after Matt Hansen, which if you don't know, it's the art director for Avowed, the new RPG that Obsidian is. It's releasing next year. I thought it was bad enough. And then this David Jaffe, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I didn't even know this man existed. And was like, apparently he's the, creator of God of War, which... good for him. I have never played God of War, so I don't care. I have no stakes in this. But I saw a tweet of him, and it's this tweet. Let me show you real quick. I don't know if he's the creator of the new God of War or just God of War in general. I do not know. If you guys can let me know. Okay, so I saw this tweet. And I think this kind of what sparked everything. And obviously, Dragon Age the Veilguard, I have been very vocal about Dragon Age the Veilguard. Some people might say that I was a grifter for Dragon Age the Veilguard. So, boo fucking who. And he says, did YouTube grifters kill Dragon Age? And the answer is absolutely not. Obviously, no. I don't think... me bitching on the internet did absolutely anything for the game to flop. I think things just fall under their own weight. And if it's shit, it's shit, okay? He thinks that we, because he says YouTube grifters, Dragon Age the Veilguard, this is Endymion, me, Hypnotic, the usual suspects, I'm assuming. I mean, EA should have seen it coming and been ready, but yeah, I think if they didn't pull the trigger on this title, they sure as shit loaded the gun. Right. Assholes, let's discuss. I love that they will shift the blame. They will be like, oh no, my multi-billionaire company, stop bullying my company. Boy. This is harassment to the highest degree. Like, bro, you guys are filthy rich, first of all. You didn't ask nobody's fucking opinion, but a fucking council of 20 people who did not speak, obviously, for the entire fucking demographic of Dragon Age. Boo fucking who. And the game was objectively bad. I have spoken about it so many fucking times. And during those 4 months that I was fucking going at its throat, because I was, and I'm not gonna pretend otherwise, and I will do it again, bitch. It is what it is. I came after every single aspect of the game. Thank you for the subs and the super chats. I will read them later. I came after every single bit of the game that was just objectively wrong. I mentioned the top surgery scores one time, during the character creator analysis that I did. And all I had to say about that was like, what is the fucking lore canon explanation for this? How does this work in the canon of Dragon Age? Radio silence. And that's all I had to say about that. And then the game came out, and the game was worse than I could have ever imagined. And that's my fault. Did I somehow made them... thank you for the subs, guys. Choo choo, yes. Hi, hello, everyone. Like, bro. Yeah, blame everyone else but the people that made the product. It's like, oh, you were mean to the cook online, and now all he cooks is shit. Okay. No? Yeah, he's also gone after Vara, so that's nice. Did you get my gift? I guess I did. If it's a donation, I do get them all. So if that's what you're talking about. Hello, besties. This is crazy behavior, like literally senile behavior. And I have been told that David Jaffe may have like some horses in this race. Child. Yeah, my beautiful trans son is not happy, which, you know what? Sure. But again, yeah, so an activist, obviously. And he has horses in this race, obviously. Sure. But this is absolutely 100%, like the whole thing with Velgar, coming from a very personal place for David Jaffe. He has a trans son. That's none of my fucking business. But let's not pretend that this is coming from a unbiased position as someone who has, you know, experience in the industry. No. This is, once again, oh, you're a bigot. You didn't like the messages shoved down your throat by this title, therefore you are a bigot, which it's not the case at all. So, bro, I understand children are sacred, like, you know, that's on you. You're a father, that's your child. I do not have an opinion on other people's lives and parenting styles. I literally don't give a shit. But this is coming from a very personal place from him, and he is an activist 100%, and he feels like, you know, he has to voice his opinion. He has to use his voice as someone that, you know, is like a name in the industry. I didn't know who he was, but again, there's a lot that I don't know and that I'm learning about. And he feels like he has to, which is the case with a lot of like people like this. Like they have a family member or a friend and they have to be an ally. They have to be a vocal ally. What you have to do is parent your kid and make sure that your kid is healthy, and that's all you have to do. You don't have to, thank you for the subs, you don't have to ruin your fucking reputation and be shamed online and be like, I just, like, this is really sad in my opinion. Like, this is a man that should just focus on his family in a private setting. Like, don't fucking expose your shit on the internet and just be professional. If you want to speak about video games, speak about video games. Don't mix your personal life with your career, because, bro, people like him are already on like boiling water as it is, okay? People don't take shit like this laying down anymore. And the fact that you're willing to put yourself out there, for what? For what? It's not a good look. It's not a good look, unfortunately. I feel like this concerns me, you know. Did YouTube drifters kill Dragon Age? Did I? Maybe I did. Maybe I single-handedly ruined the biggest title that, you know, BioWare has released in 10 years by myself, by my lonesome. So, you know, like, Let's see. Again, never consumed anything from this man. Never played God of War games. Now I'm kind of happy that I didn't. So, yeah, let's see what he has to say, honestly. I haven't watched this video, so this is going to be my first reaction. I have only reacted to the shit that he's been spewing on Twitter, but let's see. Oh, give me a second. You guys cannot hear it.
Community ruined this game's success. I mean, I don't think that's entirely fair, but I think there is a lot of truth to it. If you're EA, you've got to kind of prepare for the market winds that you're sailing into and all that. And so they should have been prepared to counter, and they weren't.
Really? Counter what? Counter what? He's saying, oh, EA should have seen this coming. Why? Because they knew that they were pandering to their own market, to their own audience, and how they prepare for that, how they prepare for the backlash. You don't have to prepare for the backlash if the product that you make, even though it's woke, it's good. The problem with Veilguard is that overall, at its core, it's not a good video game. From a logistical, from a coding, from a writing standpoint, it's a terrible game in every single aspect. And yes, it's, a lot of people are just tired of gender identity and politics and ideologies being shoved down their throats when they just want to be a fucking silly wizard casting spells. I'm one of those. I literally don't care about what people do in their fucking houses. None of my fucking business. But how do you counter just backlash for something that you did? By lying, by trying, how do you minimize the damage? You can't, because again, it's not up to you guys, which is what they don't realize. It's like, oh, you guys are just demanding things from these people. We are the customers. If I tell you as a cook to make me a fucking sandwich and you make me a soup, I'm gonna spit in your eyeball because that's not what I paid for. This is not what your restaurant makes. Your restaurant doesn't make fucking soup. It makes sandwiches. So, of course, people are gonna be like, what the fuck is this? And why are you acting like I asked for this? Why are you acting like the victim? People are tired, so I don't understand what he's talking about.
At this point, all that gaming community that you're talking about has done is they've made it so they've actually made games worse, which is what they say they're trying to not.
How? Explain it to me. Explain to me how we, the vocal majority that is saying, hey, that is a bad game, don't sell us that. Go back and make it good. How are we ruining video games? But it's people like you who are pandering to a very, very small minority of people and are listening to that like those people's opinions about what the game should be like. And when the game comes out, turns out that the game is utter garbage because you followed those people's fucking advices. How is that my fault? That because you chose to listen to people that only care about themselves and only care about their lifestyles and how they live their life. How is that my fault? That I look at your program like, this is shit. What is this? I'm not actively giving you input in the making of the game process, in the development process, am I? Those people in the council who have their fucking names in the fucking credits of Dragon Age the Veilguard, those people were actually giving you input during the development process of the game. People that do not know how to wipe their fucking own asses. But that's my fault that you listen to them and the game is bad? I don't understand. These people love to use words like accountability, consequences, but they're incapable of applying those terms to themselves. Where's the accountability now? Where is dealing with the consequences of your actions now? You listen to people that have no fucking, like, why are they giving you, a game developer, input on anything about making a video game? Why are you listening to them to begin with? And then you blame everyone else? No one asked me what I wanted in Dragon Age the Veilguard, but I can tell you 100% that it wasn't the fucking Empire that they gave me. I can tell you that. But you ask them, what do you want to see? More diverse characters, people of color, non-binary people, gender identity, trans surgery scars. Yes, and what happened? What happened? The game flopped? But that's my fault? Did you make a fucking game for 10 people? And then 10 million people say, yeah, I don't like that. Oh, you're a bigot. Oh no, it's your fault that the game flopped. Why are you not buying this? You're a bigot. No, you asked 10 people what game they wanted, and you deliver for 10 people. That's their game of the fucking year, but you forgot that to make money, you have to pander to the majority of us. Sorry. Like, how is that my fault? It's not my fault that you guys are not good at your jobs anymore. And you have gotten away with putting out shit, like utter fucking poop from out of your asshole onto a plate shit. And I'm happy like, it's so good. BioWare made this. Obsidian made this. Ubisoft made this. And I have to, why? Why? Because you're used to having people shilling for your company and willing to fucking pull their pants down to cater to your every fucking need. Bro, people are sick and tired. You have gotten away with a lot of shit. It's not working anymore.
Because they have the charismatic grifters that make the videos that for whatever reason...
Yeah, because, by the way, thank you for calling me charismatic. I am very charismatic. But I like the people that shill for companies and video games that eventually flop. You know who I'm talking about. I tell you all the time, and you can, like, hear that in multiple videos. I tell you, bitches, be your own individual human beings. Look with your eyeballs, listen with your ears, and decide whether you want to put your money in this or not. Okay? I don't tell people, buy this, don't buy this. I don't tell people that. I tell people, I'm not gonna buy this shit for this and 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 this. And if people agree with me, most likely they're not gonna buy the game either. But there's people that still watched me and still agree with some of my points in my Veilguard videos and said, hey, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna, make my own opinion about this game. And guess what? 9 out of 10 of those people hated the fucking game. How is that my fucking problem? I encourage you to be your own fucking people. I don't want drones. I don't want this to be a hive mind. But these people also have to understand that it works the same with their audiences and people that watch him stream. People that watch me because they share many of my views and opinions about video games. And people that watch him and people that watch other content creators that are positive, watch them because they have those opinions. So, are you surprised? The problem that these people don't understand is like, and I don't know, I feel like they're trying to paint us as fucking Hitler here. Like, oh, the charismatic leader, like, they're very charismatic. Oh my God. Oh no. They're manipulating the masses with their charisma. Bro, we're just more entertaining to watch. I don't miss my words. I'm fucking honest about my opinions, whether you guys like them or not. And I have disagreed with many of you guys. And I am capable of having a fucking conversation with people that disagree with me. And I don't have to be like, bigot. I don't have to do that. I can have an opinion and be like, okay, I agree to disagree. I don't care about your opinion. You don't care about mine. Let's move the fuck on because I have other shit to do with my life. You guys cannot do that. You guys cannot be transparent. You guys cannot be anything but positive, trying to counter the hate because people love to hate. I don't love to hate. Well, I do. I am a hater at heart. But I don't like to hate on my favorite franchises. I don't. But I'm also very self-aware. And I can tell that, hey, if I'm looking at shit, I cannot tell you guys that I'm looking at fucking roses because I don't underestimate the intelligence of my audience. You guys do. You guys and the people that chill that, no matter what, you guys underestimate your audience's intelligence, and that's on you. Okay? That's not on me.
People respond to people who haven't actually played this game will hate it just because they're sort of told to hate it. And so what does EA do next time? They don't make Stellar Blade. They just continue to sort of, vanilla the fuck out of everything they work on.
Why? Yeah, but ¿qué? ¿Qué coño está hablando el viejo de los cojones este? David, ¿qué coño dice? ¿Qué habla? ¿Qué habla? Oh, people hate this. And now, because people hated this, EA is now gonna make games just like this. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Genuinely, in what fucking reality do we live? Because it's not the same as the one I live in. And again, this is the same shit that I felt when I was at the beginning, even before I went viral, even before I got popular, when I was watching people react to Veilguard, and they were saying the most stupid ass shit. So you're saying that, oh, it didn't work this time, but EA is gonna do it again. Just to own the chats is what you're saying? And the whole fucking dumbass argument of, you didn't play the game, how can you fucking hate it? Let me reiterate and let me say what I said many, many, many fucking times throughout the entire Veilguard debacle. I have eyes and I have ears, and one thing that EA did and Bioware did was push Veilguard down people's throats. There were hours, I'm talking at least 10 hours of unedited footage of the game out before release. And those were the best hours of the game out there for people to see. And you're telling me that I can see the gameplay and I can see what's going on in the game and I can hear the dialogue and I can read it and I cannot form my own opinion based on what I'm seeing with my eyeballs? No, you have to pay for it and you have to play it. No? If I see, and I love the cooking metaphor because it's the easiest one to, if I see, I'm ordering a fucking hot dog on a stand, on a street stall, and I'm seeing the fucking guy take a fucking shit on the hot dog bun instead of a fucking sausage. Do I have to pay for it and take a bite to know that I don't want to eat it? Question. No, what you guys want is my money. You want to sell me shit and you want my money on top of it. Right. No. Not happening. Not happening. And he just made sure that people are not going to buy any more fucking God of Wars. Not that people were very happy with the latest God of Wars anyway, so,
And make sure that no one's going to have anything to complain about. They straight up...
The fuck are you on about? That's what they did with this. The problem is that this is exactly what they did. They did not make the game. And again, I love this. I love how he literally pins everything on grifters of why Veilguard was so safe was because of the grifters. Bro, the grifters asked for anything but Veilguard. We didn't want a safe game. We didn't want fucking pronouns in our games. We didn't want a fucking lecture about gender identity. Did we ask for that? Is that why BioWare put those in the game? Because the grifters complained too much and they had to make the game safe? Is that why they did what they did? I didn't know that they put those for me. Sorry? Really? Bro.
Ask you if you want transgender game options 1 hour in. You select yes or no. So all the people bitching invited it into their game. I don't even know what it asked, but this character apparently is the Barv trans character, and so far they're...
You're playing the game and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. That character is not trans. That thing is non-binary. And even before you get into the non-binary bullshit, Tash is just the worst written character I have ever encountered in my entire life. You're not even getting the fucking facts right. That is not trans.
There's nothing, not that that needs to be, I mean, to me, that's the equivalent of saying, do you want black people?
So now we're equating not wanting a lecture on gender identity to being racist. Yeah, because, I didn't hear people saying Davrin was the best character out of all of them. I didn't hear people say that. No, I didn't. Right. I heard people say, oh, we hate Davrin. That's what I heard all the time. It wasn't Tash, you know what I mean? It wasn't Tash that got dogpiled on because she was the worst fucking character that I've ever seen in my entire life. No, it was Davrin because he's a black elf. Bruh. Sit down. Sit the fuck down. You need to take your fucking pills and take a nap, Grandpa, because bruh. This is why I believe bitches shouldn't have access to social media. Honestly, bitches like this should not have access to social media.
Do you want black people in your game? We have a button that'll get the blacks out. That's the equivalent of it. But if that's what you're saying...
Yeah. Exactly. What else are you gonna say? What else is left in the check? Like, oh, you don't want women in your game, right?
I mean, I didn't even know that's what they were asking. The only thing I've come across so far, and again, I've seen that cutscene, it's terribly written and performed, the Barv thing, but the only thing I've even come across so far is when you're talking to characters and one of your multiple options is you can romance a character who is the same sex as your character. And
I'm tired of having to watch people fight invisible enemies. I'm genuinely fucking tired because I don't think I've ever had to dumb down and just to grown-ass fucking men on the internet about white people. And I don't care about Hypnotic's opinions, and I don't care about Smash JT's. That's their opinion. But I hate it when it's, they try to pull me into this shit. Okay? And I have said it multiple times why I fucking hate Dragon Age the Veilguard. And people are like, oh, she's transphobic. Their reaction when she told the devs to delete themselves was because she's transphobic. Bro, at that point, I hadn't even met Tash. And I hadn't even been subjected to the fucking mirror thing. The mirror bullshit was the last fucking nail on the coffin for me. Okay? I had come of hours of boring fucking gameplay, terrible and repetitive fucking dialogue, terrible voice acting, terrible animations, terrible characters, and I was just, I was just boiling. There was a fucking volcano inside me. I was ready to pop because I could not believe the game was so much worse than I could have imagined. And trust me, I imagined how bad the game was for 4 fucking months straight. Okay? Because I don't think there's anyone other than me that has gone through every single bit of footage of Dragon Age Velgar prior to release and tried to put together the reasoning why this game is so bad, why it fell off, and given my opinion over and over and over and over again. And again, the woke shit on the game wasn't even the worst offender. And that's something that you motherfuckers are unable and incapable just owning, that you cannot make games anymore. You guys have fallen off. You're preaching for white men with experience or just talented like people to be pushed off the fucking industry in favor of people that fit a certain fucking specification. And it's, oh, if you're black, if you're this, if you're that, just call me and you're gonna get like direct line of access to our company. And you're not actually hiring people based on their fucking talent. And how is that my fault? You guys are incapable of making video games because the people that you hire do not know how to make video games to begin with. They know how to run their mouths on Twitter. That's all they know how to do. But it's my fault, and it's Hypnotic's fault, and it's Vara's fault, and it's Smash JT's fault that we bring awareness to that. Because, bro, it's so fucking obvious at this point. It's so blatant and so fucking disrespectful to your audience that has been there to buy your fucking releases year after year after year. And you want me to do what? Thank you for it? And pay you $70 each fucking time? Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Wake up, Grandpa. Wake up. Because you don't live in this fucking bubble anymore. Okay? People are sick and tired of this bullshit. Sick and tired. The only reason access journalism and shit like this has been let, still and let alone for so long was because at least the games were not that bad. The quality has dipped in ways like that I didn't think possible. Like legit. Crazy.
And you can just be like, oh, no thanks. You're like Chad and SNL. It's like, no thanks. And, if that's not what you're into.
No. Oh, you don't like it? Don't buy it. Fuck you. Because this wasn't a problem 15 years ago. Well, this wasn't a problem 15 years ago. And I've said this multiple times. I remember being able to go to the fucking video game store and pick 5 fucking titles off the shelf. Didn't even read the back of the fucking box. Just like, this, I like the look of this and this and this. And 9 out of 10 times, they were good games. All of them, they were good games. What the fuck has happened? Why do I have to shift through shit to find one game that it's okay to play? And you want me to pay almost double of what I used to pay back then? For nothing. No. In what fucking head fits that concept of oh, this is your fault. This is your fault. If you don't like it, don't play it. Don't look at it. Fuck you. You guys have gotten away with a lot of shit for a long time, and now people are putting their fucking foot down, and you guys are like, this is bad behavior, mean, bully, harassment. No. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut up. And honestly, please, be more losers on the internet. Be more embarrassing. Expose yourselves on Twitter because you're incapable of being a fucking professional and not going to X beef or Twitter beef with people when you're a video game developer and you should know fucking better because your name is attached to an IP and a company. Mine isn't. I can talk mad shit on the internet. My name is my own. I don't have to worry about nobody. That's why I can have as much beef as I want. Because guess what? You guys are not in that fucking position and you have forgotten. You think that we're buddies, that we're besties, we're friends. No. You make a product and I consume it. And if you make bad product, me no consume it. Okay? We're not friends. We're not mutuals. We're not friends. You don't retweet my tweet and I retweet yours. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. No. Sorry, but no, we're not friends. So go back to making good games and you won't hear people shit talking about you on the internet. Stop airing your fucking personal business and your family's personal business on the internet and people won't comment on it. It's as simple as that.
The grifters who hate woke still streamed the game and played it to finish grifting.
You haven't played the game. Why are you hating on it? You're a grifter. You're playing the game and you're hating on it. There's no winning. Not that I want to win, because it's like talking to a fucking wall and I don't give a shit. I literally don't care about your guys' opinions. I don't care about anyone's opinions, really, except my own. Surprising how much, better your life is when you only care about people that you know and your loved ones' opinions of yourself. But you guys seek validation. You seek to be on the moral high ground. That holier than thou attitude that I am better than you. I'm a white savior. I'm a straight ally. I have friends that are black. I have friends that are queer. I have friends that are trans. Therefore, I'm better than you. How many trans friends do you have? How many black friends do you have? Shut up. You guys are the problem. You guys are the ones that are talking nice and like fucking black people and queer people and trans people. You're making them into tools for profit. And people don't want to consume said shit because it doesn't go there. I'm very sorry. Oh my God. Surprise, surprise. It's the same thing that in the next installment of God of War, Kratos turns out he's been a fucking trans man all alone. No one wants that. You guys want to push those messages. You find the right IP. You make a new IP and you push those messages because it fits. And then people like me can say, that's not the game for me. You know what the game is not for me? That fucking Life is Strange. Fucking hate those games. Do I play them? No. Do I talk shit on the internet about them? No. One of the most blatant woke games that came out was Life is Strange something, like the second one, right? And it literally had in the options like transphobia warning and skip the gameplay option. Did I care? No, because it's not surprising to see that sort of fucking shit in that type of game. And I didn't play it. I didn't talk shit about it. I didn't have to. But here comes Veilguard and he comes Avowed, where there has been established like lore in video games of what the game is, how it looks like, how it sounds, and how it goes with both Pillars of Eternity and Dragon Age. And now all of a sudden you're like, no, actually rebrand. Queer people have been here all alone. Saturnalia is instead a Pride month now. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that can be said about so many fucking IPs nowadays. It's not our fault that you take shit, that it's good the way it is, and then you fucking break it down to shove pieces that don't go in there. And when people don't want your fucking poorly put together like shit, you make it our fault. I'm very sorry. I'm not paying $70 for utter garbage. No.
How bad the game was. So yeah, they didn't like it, but played it for views and ad revenue equal.
What are you doing? Bald-headed man. You bald-headed demon. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? Guys, can you guys tell me what the bald-headed old man is doing right now on his stream? Is he playing Dragon Age the Veilguard for views and revenue? Is he, by the definition of the word, grifting? Good job! Oh my god, he is! Stop trying to pretend that you're better than everybody else. Because guess what? You are not better than me. And you're not better than Vara Dark. And you're not better than Hypnotic. And you're not better than Smash JT or J Viper or Atreus or Kada. You're not better than us. You are not. You are a liar. That's what you are. And you are completely like self-absorbed and incapable of admitting that the industry, like, you know, practices nowadays, the standard practices in the industry are shit and are costing like companies money. Please, I am begging you. I thought we lived in a capitalistic society where companies only want to make money. Please make money. Please, I am begging you to make money. You guys are only losing money. I thought the whole point of living in a capitalistic society was that you guys want to make money off us. You're not making money off me. You're not. I miss the time where, you know, they would copy the same fucking game that was good, not bad, good game, in an attempt to make money off of it. Please go back to that, at least. Please. Shut the fuck up. I hate it. The hypocrisy is something that really upsets me because it's like, oh, like they're lying to you. I haven't lied a single day in my fucking life. And I want you guys to be very, very clear about this. If I tell you something, it's because at the moment of me telling you that, I believe that is correct. If I get it wrong, I have no fucking problem on correcting myself. No issue of saying like, oh, actually, it wasn't this, it was that. No fucking issue. Because I'm a grown-ass adult woman. Surprise. But these people are incapable of owning their own fucking mistakes. And admitting that, surprise, surprise, if out of 100%, you only cater to 1% and not even that of your audience, you're gonna lose money and the game is gonna flop. I don't have a fucking business degree and I can tell you that.
It was a grift, yeah. Avowed Dev said they're making the game really woke to upset Elon and Grums. Well, I don't know. I mean, I know what you're talking about, Eddie. I know the art director was...
I cannot escape.
Was basically pushing back because Elon got upset and Grums got upset that there are, God forbid, pronouns in that you can select or maybe not even select in Avowed. And so the art...
And I do laugh. You know what I do laugh? I laugh that they're like, oh, Grams said this. Therefore, everyone else thinks the exact same way as Grams. What? Yeah, sure. Because I am a proud member of the hive mind. Grams is the queen bee. And everyone else is a drone. Please, I am begging you. Tell me exactly how to think. Tell me what content to make. Tell Hypnotic. Tell that man what he should make and how he should think. Try that. Tell Vara what she should make and what content she should put out. Try to tell her that. No. No. Nope. No. Have I interacted with Grumps in a handful of occasions? Yes. Does he tell me exactly how to think through DM? No. Surprise, surprise. No, he doesn't. And I doubt he does that, you know. I don't care about Grumps' opinions like he doesn't care about mine. And again, you guys have opinions of your own and you can be more strict with them or less. For me, the reactions you're seeing to Avowed in my YouTube channel are before I knew the game had pronouns and that the fucking art director for the game was in that case. And what is my opinion of Avowed? It's not a good game. And that's my uninfluenced opinion. I didn't know about Matt Hansen or whatever, and I didn't know about the pronouns. I looked at the spade and called it a spade. It's like, bad game, uncooked, unfinished, it's given, placeholder, everything. Terrible animation. It reminds me of Veilguard. But no, I hate on the game. I'm not even hating. I was very fucking, and I still am, very indifferent about Avowed. I'm not indifferent about what it means on the industry. That this is happening again. The sense of deja vu is crazy. And I'm really upset that this is happening again. After Veilguard flopped and just went into the fucking core of the... that wasn't flopping. That was deep diving into the core of the earth. Okay? That happened and I thought to myself, they're going to learn a lesson from this. They have to. BioWare, EA has failed to whistle their way, into Game of the Year nomination. People are waking up, people are standing up, people are pushing back. There's no way that there's gonna be another title that is gonna be the same fucking way so soon. Guess what? Here we are. Here we are. That's what I'm pissed about. Avowed, I don't care. I don't think it's going to be a game. I think it's going to be, again, a very mediocre game. And is that what we want? Mediocre games? I don't. I'm not going to pay $70 for a mediocre experience. I'm not.
Director got pissed off and the community manager shut her account down. But I don't know, the game's almost done. So I don't really, that may have just been sort of a pissy kind of statement. But I mean, again, it's...
What?
And I agree, Morgan, when you say, oh my God, again with this. I know, but this is the news of the day.
And it's really funny, again, hypocrisy, rules for thee but not for me, that game developers and community managers and art directors and this and that, they can be bitches on the internet. And that's okay because boo fucking who, they're being harassed, they're being bullied, people are being mean to them. But if I am a bitch on the internet, all the alarms, ring. I am being racist and a bigot, and I'm the bully. I'm being a stalker. I'm being this. Sit down, Grandpa. Sit down. Sit down. And welcome to 2024.
This is sort of what happens in the gaming world right now. We're still talking games. I'm still playing lots of games. We're still doing game design discussions, but these are the people that, are influencing something.
Not hard enough. I should hope that we had much more influence than we do, because I'm telling you right now, if all the fucking grifter brigade, the usual suspects had any influence, if we had any fucking influence, I'm telling you right now, the industry wouldn't be the way that it is. Avowed wouldn't even be a fucking thought in the developer's mind. Veilguard wouldn't have released. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, they're influencing what? We're not influencing nobody. We're just not keeping quiet. Because the whole fucking industry has been taken over, or was, for toxic positivity. And people are used to being taught like this. And this game is really good because it has a stealth mechanics. Don't look at the really junky animations. You can walk in the game and you can play the game and you only have to pay $70 and it's gonna be a fun experience because you guys are used to, treating people like they're retarded. I am very sorry if you don't like the way that I speak. I'm not sorry. When I say that that I'm sorry, I'm fucking not. Yeah, I'm not gonna allow people to police the way that I speak, to police the way that I talk, to police the way that I think. It's not happening. If you don't like the way that I say things, or the words that I use, or the tone that I use, you're more than welcome to not watch me. But a lot of people do like the way that I, speak my mind. And I'm never gonna stop doing that. And a lot of times, you guys are not even gonna agree with my fucking opinion. And that's fine. Yeah, I'm trying to influence my audience into being fucking human beings. That's what I'm trying to influence them to do. To make their own fucking opinions. Because I don't want them to turn like you fucking bitches. Where if one fucking person screams bloody murder, then everyone is like, they're bullying them. You guys have to support like trans creators and black creators and queer creators and no. I don't have to support shit. The same way that I'm not asking you like, you guys, if you follow me, you have to support all women. You're supporting a women creator because that's not my fucking personality. I am more than the sum of my fucking parts, which is something that you guys don't fucking understand. People are sick and tired of your bullshit. Okay? I do not care. I don't care. And video games are my fucking hobby, the same way as fucking books are my hobby. And I'm telling you right now, no, I don't want you here. Go write fucking video games for make your own company full of fucking rainbows or whatever. And make your shitty fucking games there. And let's see how that fucking works out for you. But stop hijacking other people's IPs and other people's lore and canon and world building and ruining it and dragging it through the fucking mud and expecting fucking decades old fans to clap and cheer about it. Yes, you ruined my fucking favorite franchise. Thank you. Please do it again. Oh, you're doing that with Pillars of Eternity. Please do it again. Oh, you're doing it with Mass Effect. Please do it again. No, bitch. No. What the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want?
Why.
What do you mean you don't know why?
Don't know why.
You know exactly why.
But they are. I mean, imagine how unsuccessful you have to be that you're willing to go, you know what I'll do then? My game wasn't working out. So you know what I'll do? I'll build a whole career about bitching about stuff that I find woke.
Imagine being so unsuccessful and incapable of original thought that you take other people's hard work and decades of story building and, world building, and because you're incapable of making something of note yourself, you hijack it and inject your fucking personal views into it. Imagine that. Oh, you don't have to imagine it actually because it's happening. Imagine that. What about me? I haven't made a video game and my video game didn't fail. And I'm relatively successful. And you're telling that Vara isn't successful and Hypnotic isn't successful and Smash isn't successful and Grams? Right.
Really? God, that must suck for you. I'm not trying to be like reverse psychology the guy. I'm just saying it's like, Jesus, man. Just go make some shit if you don't like it. There's a lot.
It's what we're saying. Stop trying to turn our fucking arguments against ourselves because it's not working. Do that. Take your fucking ideologies and your gender fucking identities and politics and make a fucking new IP with it. Stop touching shit that doesn't belong to you. Bitch.
To like out there. I mean, here's what I'll grant you. If you're watching me play this game, I get that you would look at this game and say, well, this doesn't seem like a Game of the Year contender, and it may not be.
It isn't.
Probably isn't for most people. But I've been playing this now on stream for a little over an hour. Are you seriously looking at this and going, this looks like utter shit and it's crap?
Yes.
Like, I mean, really? I mean, that's okay. It's your opinion. That's fine. But, like, how can you, I mean, it's fun. It's a fun, solid game. And I get the argument of, like, hey, I don't have time for just fun enough. There's so much to play. I respect that.
No, you don't. You don't respect that because every time that you're trying, and again, is that fence sitting? Because you're incapable of, like, choosing a fucking side. You have chosen a side, but you think you haven't. And now shit has hit the fan. And you're dabbling down and like, is it grifters? Is it grifters? It's not a solid game. It's not fun enough. And no, I'm not paying $70 for fun enough. Because it isn't even fun enough. It's painful. It's boring. It's repetitive. It's just not good. It's not a good game. Least of all, a good Dragon Age game. So stop talking. Shut the fuck up.
But it's like, you know, if it's not your favorite game, don't play it. But it's not shit.
It is shit.
Now, by the way, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I am curious, Nick, when you say you think it looks mediocre. So what, if somebody was in the market for an action RPG, not Baldur's Gate, not a turn-based RPG, like an action game, like, you know, like what you're seeing here, but there's still stats and a big story and characters and a party to build and all that. If this one's mediocre, which one would you suggest they play? Like, which one doesn't?
Dragon Age Origins, Dragon's Dogma, Wukong. Anything but this? Elden Ring, Dragon Age Origins is as actiony as I like to, you know. Skyrim. Anything but this? Anything but this? Bro.
It really well that is still
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Modern enough that would still scratch that itch. I mean, Elden Ring doesn't do that. Elden Ring's my favorite game of all time, but Elden Ring's not this.
Thank God. Again, I don't agree that Elden Ring is an RPG because it isn't. But if you want to play an action RPG with RPG very faint elements, just play Elden Ring.
Elden Ring doesn't have anywhere near close to this kind of combat.
Did he just say Elden Ring didn't have close enough to this kind of combat? Like, saying what? Like, this combat is really good? Is that what we're saying?
Elden Ring's combat is much more, I would say, tactical and measured.
And those are bad things, you know what I mean? Those are really bad things. And that's the problem with you motherfuckers, that you want to make every game baby's first game ever. Oh, God forbid, a game asks you to, like, pay attention and be smart about what you're doing while you play it. God forbid.
You know, this is much more hack and slash. Okay, so Morgan says Rebirth does it better. Okay, that's fair. That seems probable. Honestly, what pushed me away from Rebirth, and I played the demo, was just I read some reviews and stuff, and people were saying it's phenomenal, but it is so fucking long. I mean, people were saying it's like...
So why you cannot do that, David? You cannot judge a game before you've played it. How do you know that it's long? How do you know that? You haven't played it, David. That's not nice of you, David.
Like, my God, this thing, and it's the second part. I didn't even play the first part. So it's kind of, yes, Elden Ring is a better game than this, for me personally, yes. But this scratches a very different itch. That's like comparing,
what itch?
You know...
Stop throwing words around. What itch? What itch? Also, how long? Is it 7? 46 hours. Veilguard is around the same length. It's not 24 hours. Not if you do everything. It's like 50 hours. So what are you talking about? It could be between 40 and 90 hours. 50 or 70 hours. So what the fuck are you talking about?
A fine, whatever.
So can you, like, out of this? This is a very fucking, like, long game for no
Star
reason.
meal, I don't know how they do meals, to like a really solid, slightly above McDonald's dinner. It's like they both have places in your life. All right, well, speaking of places...
No, it doesn't. For $70, if I'm paying $70, I don't expect McDonald's fucking quality food. I'm expecting the food to be bussin'. The fuck are you talking about, bro?
My life, the place I have to go is back to the grocery store. So, but I will be here.
No, you have to go back to the fucking, nursing home, dude. Stop. Someone take his fucking access to the internet. Honestly.
Thanksgiving morning, California time, which is like 9 o'clock my time for a Thanksgiving stream.
You're doing this for fucking Thanksgiving time, bro.
So, if
is
you
that what
hang
we're
out
doing?
with us, and we'll
fucking no, bro. Yeah. Vera is not Vera, it's Vara. So shut the fuck up. Let's see. Let's listen to him double down on his really piss-ass takes.
Well, hope you had a good Thanksgiving if you celebrate. I did sit down after our stuff we did today and read some of the comments on my last video, which seems to have upset some people, which is fine. I just wanted to clarify a couple of things for what it's worth. Number one, I was responding to somebody in the chat asking, did I think that the social media grifter types had harmed and been the cause of Dragon Age Veilguard not doing that well at sales. And so I was responding to a direct question, and my answer is, though, yeah, I think they contribute.
Yeah. Again, it's my fault. I'm very sorry that I single-handedly ruined Dragon Age the Veilguard. You can blame it on me. I bet EA definitely does. I am very, very sorry. Very sorry.
Did. So I want to just be clear on that. That's where it came from. I think that the people who have not played the game and think that if they tune into a certain streamer that I would call grifter, I do know what grift means, by the way, but I'll address that in a moment.
Grifting means that you're lying for engagement. Never have I ever lied for engagement. I don't need to. I'm entertaining enough. Like, generally, I am entertaining enough. I double down, triple down on my fucking takes. I don't pretend that, oh, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was saying, guys. That's not me. I'm very sorry. No, I don't give a shit. I said what I said. I will continue to say whatever the fuck I want to say. People can take it. People can leave it. People are not going to police my fucking life. They can certainly fucking try, but they won't succeed. And no, I don't need to lie for a living. And I don't need to backpedal for a living either. So, yeah.
If they tune into certain streamers or Twitter people or whatever, there are people that are selling a narrative that, as someone who has played 22 hours of the game, I don't think that narrative is there, that this is some, you can't take 2 steps forward in the game without hearing about some kind of LGBT quote.
Literally, that is the case. So shut the fuck up. And again, this is what I fucking hate about these people. Is like, let's latch onto this very specific piece of criticism and not fucking address everything else. Everything else. Let's not address the animations, the voice acting, the fucking story, the writing, the repetitive like levels, just the overall like look of clay motion to it. Let's not address none of those things. Let's not. Let's only cherry pick this one bit of criticism and judge everyone because of it and just completely invalidate people's opinions on the game, like mine, because other people hate that there's like top surgery scars in the game. Okay, sure, keep doing that. And that's not controlling the narrative, by the way. You deciding that every single person that hated on Veilguard and didn't like Veilguard and didn't buy Veilguard are all bigots or have been influenced by bigots. It's not controlling the narrative, David. You deciding by yourself and generalizing that, oh, I'm a bigot, and as a bigot, I told you guys this game is very, very woke, danger, hide your kids, don't buy this game, it will turn your fucking water gay. That's what I said that verbatim to my audience in every single video that I posted. I didn't have a single bit of criticism that was, valid and a concern. Nah. Sure.
Agenda
Right.
or propaganda. I mean, I'm 22 hours in. I really haven't, there's nothing in there. There are things in there like that if you search for them, and there may be things coming up.
If you search for them, no. That is, again, a lie. If you want to have the good ending, which is the canon ending for Veilguard, you have to do Tasha's companion quest. Even if you don't do her companion quest, she will talk to other companions about being non-binary this and non-binary that. So, you're a liar.
Up where you can't avoid them if you wish you could avoid them. But
no.
For 22 hours, I haven't really seen anything other than you can romance if you choose, or at least you can try to. I haven't tried, so I don't know what the response would be. Same-sex characters as your main character. And I think, or I know at the beginning...
Shut the fuck up. No one said anything about that. You know what people complain about? That the characters were boring. And that a 30-year-old woman, companion, behaved like a child. And people hated that. And then the other companion that, was a woman, like, didn't look like a woman. And then the other bitch was growling sexily. That's why people were complaining. Sexy. People didn't complain about Shadowheart or Lae'zel or Minthara or Karlach. Did they? Did they complain about them? Even though you could romance them both as a female and as a male? Funny how you don't say anything about that. And how people had their, they were skeptical about Baldur's Gate having pronouns. And being, pansexual romance for everybody. And then the game came out. And the game was good. And those concerns disappeared. Funny how you don't say that. It's almost like if you are confident in your product, like Larian was, and they don't have to shove it down people's throats. They don't have to be like, it's good. I promise you it's good. Listen, look at this. Look at like 10 hours of footage. It's good. You have to buy it. They didn't have to do that. They actually listened to the majority of the interested parties in the game concerns and input by allowing people to play an alpha build way before the game was finished and ready to go. And they changed character designs. They changed the way that characters spoke, that they looked. They changed the way that some things worked. Because the people that bought the early access wanted the game to succeed because they wanted their fucking investment to pay out. Yeah. Don't even get me started on that.
I don't really know what it means. There's some kind of weird language about do you want to be a trans character or not, or something in some choice, which I didn't understand. So I just, Anyway, point is, I do think a lot of people have been sold a vision of the game that isn't accurate. But, so in that sense, yeah, my comments stand. I'm not walking and even back. Why would I? But I do want to clarify, though, two things that I do think, and I've talked about this numerous times since I've started playing the game on different videos, but it wasn't included in any meaningful way in that video. So I do want to address two things. Number one, the only other Dragon Age game I've played was Inquisition, and
Opinion? Irrelevant. That's it. That's all I need to hear. Your opinion is irrelevant. No. Doesn't work here. Sorry, we don't take that type of opinion here. My bad. Nope. 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 Fuck off. Fuck off. Opinion rejected. Nope. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't even fucking...
Really liked it. Didn't finish it. Obviously won Game of the Year 2013, 2014. A lot of people loved it. And this game is very different, obviously, in art style and tone. And when I mentioned it, a lot of more hardcore Dragon Age fans are like, oh, that's kind of what they do. Dragon Age Origins, different than 2 different than Inquisition. You know, so I assumed that was like when we did Twisted Metal 2, which was totally cartoony. Then we went to Twisted Metal Black, which was totally M-rated. Maybe it's like that's just what they do. But I get that if you came to Dragon Age Veilguard and you were expecting, either because EA had marketed it initially in some way and then they kind of feel like they're pulling the wool over your eyes, I don't know. But regardless, if you came to the game and you felt, I thought we were getting a Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, dark fantasy.
No. First of all, I wasn't expecting shit because I had been burned before, so I wasn't expecting shit from it. I knew. I had been for years reading article after article of so-and-so has left the company, so-and-so has left the company, writer for so-and-so has left the company, this guy has left the company, the game director has left the company, everyone has left the company. I was like, it's cooked. It's cooked. It's cooked thoroughly. Stop cooking it. Please stop. I knew that everyone that made the games that I liked, and again, my favorite Origins, and I don't take fucking debates about it. I don't care. The truest to himself, like the best out of all of them, it's gonna be Origins. Always and forever, okay? Veilguard could have been, Dreadwolf, and it could have been an okay game, like Inquisition was an okay Dragon Age, and Origins would have stayed at the fucking peak of what a Dragon Age RPG should have been like, okay? But from Origins to Inquisition, people started to leave the boat, and it showed. And the writers were the last ones to abandon the ship. And it showed. So from Origins to 2, in 2, there was a lot of things that I didn't care about, but the companions were A-okay. So I said, and Hawk was cool. I was like, yeah, nice. Inquisition, I was pretty bored. They changed a lot of the characters. Didn't care about that. The companions were still, for the most part, some of them, pretty engaging. Other ones, not so much. And I didn't give a single fucking shit about them. And I didn't finish it because I was like, I'm done with this. I don't hate it. I don't love it either. And then Veilguard came along. And he just shot on everything that I loved. While pretending to be doing me a favor. And that's where I draw the fucking line on the sand. So...
super serious thing, that is clearly not what this is. So I'm like, yeah, I've never had a problem if somebody's saying, I don't like the game because of that. I mean, they can say whatever they want. They have a right to hate it for all kinds of reasons. There's too much purple in it. I don't care. But I'm just saying that is, I think, from people who have spent time with the game, you're like, oh, well, there's no doubt it's a different tonality. The other thing is the writing. Even in the video, a lot of people were critical to me or of me about... I say the barf scene and the push-up scene, even though I agree with the messaging of what they're...
Opinion, irrelevant, rejected, we don't care. No, you cannot lecture people on how you, the writer and developer, want to be treated in your life through your fucking video game. You cannot be doing that shit. You cannot, David Jaffe or Jaffe or Shufi or whatever the fucking, I don't care about your name. Just because you have a trans son, you cannot make fucking, what's his name, Atreus in God of War? Like, Dad, I am a trans man in this, because he doesn't fucking fit the narrative of what you're trying to fucking sell. And it is what it is. It is what it is. There is a time and a place for everything. And I have said it multiple times, I don't care. You can call me a bigot, you can call me a grifter, you can call me a fucking racist, transphobic. Words don't have hold or sway over me, because I like you bitches. I don't need validation from nobody but myself and my loved ones. I know who I am, they know who I am, period. End of discussion, okay? But you cannot sit there and just pretend to shove your ideologies and your personal preferences and your lifestyle on other people's like areas and hobbies, and just pretend for them to like welcome you with open arms, because it's what they should do. You cannot hijack established IPs, beloved IPs that mean things. They mean something for people, as Dragon Age meant something for me. And you cannot just fucking strip it to the bone, put whatever the fuck you want on it, and pretend that it's, nothing has changed. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's the same thing. It's the same game. It has the name on the cover. No. What you're doing is, instead of making safe places for yourselves, the same way that gamers have done, cater safe places for themselves in the fucking industry, whether it be like Warhammer 40k, like painting figurines and having like a Discord chilling and nerding all over the place, or fucking Reddit forums of talking about lore about Dragon Age and theorizing this and that. It's just areas that people have crafted for themselves, a little like piece of heaven for them to be themselves and to be nerds and to like this one specific thing as it is. And then you guys just shove your fucking way in there, all fucking elbows and nails, and you're just like, I belong here. This is now my safe space. And if you don't respect it, you are the devil from the Bible. You didn't go here. You didn't even know this fucking space existed before people started like shilling about it on Twitter. Like, no. I feel like, and again, I said it multiple times, I don't give a shit about people's plights. I really don't. I'm not empathetic at all. I don't care. Because it's none of my business. It's not my life. I cannot live it for you. And you're gonna leave mine. I have my own fucking problems. I don't care. But bro, you're not helping your cause, and you're not helping like promote the message in a healthy way, and you're not helping normalize anything. What you're doing is saying this is the new way of life for everybody, and you either agree with it or you are the enemy. And if that isn't fascism, I don't know what it is. You guys love to throw the word censorship and fascists and Nazis and this to everyone that disagrees with you. But you're very quick to censor people's, views of the world and police what they say. And this is wrong thinking. You cannot think like this. This is bad. How dare you? You're evil and you're bad and you're this. But I'm the fascist and I'm the bigot. Right.
Trying to communicate, right. Terribly written, really cringy and stupid. The overall game, I like the writing of the narrative. I like that you've got this, what's his name? The elf guy who is kind of a god.
You didn't even fucking know what you were talking about. And you only played like Inquisition and you didn't even finish it. All the characters in Veilguard come from Inquisition, brother. There's not a single one of them that comes from the previous, established games. Isabella, but we don't fucking think about Isabella. And you cannot even name off the top of your head the guy who's kind of a god. Solus? The evil antagonist of the game, of the entire fucking premise, the guy who, because what happened, David? That you play the game and you went through the fucking motions, just like I did when I started playing it, and you weren't paying like fucking attention to the story because you were sick of listening to them talk as the rest of us were. But you cannot come out and say it because that's mean.
Who's living in Rook's mind, like he's taken up resonance in his subconscious and he has to meditate to commune with them. I think that's pretty cool. I think there's a number of side quests that are really cool. But yes, I said when I started playing it, it feels like a CW show. Not all throughout. It does kind of dip into some pathos and darkness at times. But it absolutely feels like a young adult fantasy novel. And it's a little too... Everything's great. You know, it's got a little... You know, I like the high adventure tone of it.
I hate this. I hate the fan sitting. And that's what happens with Shields, man. That's what happens with this guy. And that's what happens with Matty Blaze and Skill Up. And all of these idiots, which is like they're incapable of saying anything even remotely negative about something. They cannot straight up and say, oh, I hated this part of the game. I hated it. I absolutely did not like this. I didn't care for it. Fuck that part of the game. Fuck this character. Fuck this bit of writing. No. Everything has to be like, it wasn't that great, but it wasn't that well written, but...
But I do...
I didn't even do that. I have not watched this fucking video. That was poetic. That bad was poetic, bro. But, and he says but, that is crazy.
It's got a little, you know, I like the high adventure tone of it, but I do think it's a little youngish, which again, it's fine.
It's not about thin. It's not just not for me. I'm old, so it's not for me, you know. I mean, it's not, doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just not for me. I'm not the target audience. Like, I understand. Like, I'm my own old man, you know what I mean?
It's not why I love the game. And again, I'm making a distinction between the style of writing and performances and the actual narrative, which I think, you know, the plot of what they're trying, you know, the elven gods who have, wanting to rip the veil open even more and bring out the whatever, the...
This guy is a game director? This guy? This guy. And we listen to this guy talk, usually? Is that what we do? Okay. He didn't even put two fucking sentences together. And he played more hours of... I know more about Veilguard, the plot of Veilguard, than he does. And he played how many hours of it?
Monsters and take over, and there's some neat stuff in there. But point being, that complaint, the tone, I get the complaint of this isn't the tone we were sold, or that even though Dragon Age changes game to game, this is...
I'm sick and tired of hearing the same fucking talking points from different fucking mouths. Honestly. Bro. Dragon Age always changes. Dragon Age always changes. Yeah, and then didn't get like shit for that before. No. People didn't hate that Dragon Age 2 was repetitive to the point of fucking boredom. They didn't hate that. Or that Inquisition was a fucking open world RPG with no fucking substance. People didn't hate on that at all. Right. The problem is that it changes. That's a good thing. People didn't ask for change. It's what you guys cannot get into their fucking peanut brains of yours. We don't want change. We want Baldur's Gate 3. If I'm asking for Origins, I expect the next game to be like Origins. I don't want it to change. I want it to be modernized. And that doesn't mean first person fucking shooter or action RPG with God of War fucking gameplay. That's not what I ask for. I ask for Origins, and you guys have failed to deliver 3 times after that. But that's my fault. Right.
It's too much of a change. I get, and again, you have a right to have a valid opinion about, oh, I didn't like the gameplay. I like the gameplay. The combat's pretty simple so far. It's not very hard.
Of course you would like the gameplay. It's like God of War.
But it's flashy. It's fun. It's balanced with leveling up your character. It's balanced with, I like the exploration. It feels like a really cool, fun adventure that you're on. So, but yeah, the stuff I was talking about specifically in that video were the people who were going off about the LGBT stuff. And, again, you have a right. I don't agree with it. I think it's short-sighted. I think it's ignorant.
You have a right to think this way, but I think you are really, really mean and really dumb, and you're stupid, and you don't deserve to breathe. That's why I fucking hate you, motherfuckers. Just be mean. Say, hey, I think you guys are fucking bigots. I think you guys are fucking dumb, honestly. Say it. People would respect you more. People would be more willing to have a fucking conversation and a debate if you motherfuckers just met us with the same energy of like, yeah, I don't like you because I think this fucking opinion that you have is dumb as shit. And then people will respect you for being fucking transparent and having fucking opinions. And stop trying to take the fucking like moral high ground every single time. Like, bro.
When you think there's some kind of, let's just say that you and I, if you are one of those people, we don't agree on the motivations behind why you are seeing more progressive ideas in your media. A lot of people are into this whole conspiracy thing, and I'm just like, that's not what's happening, in my opinion. But yeah, you have a right not to like it. But if you're gonna be cruel about it online and talk about how mean or be mean, talk about mean things about the trans community or the LGBT community, and you can't really back it up, you're just kind of like, I don't want that in my game. Yeah, I think you're a fucking idiot.
Well, I think you're a fucking idiot for wanting to shove things into my video games and be like, it's always been there. You don't like it? Don't buy it. I think you're a fucking dumb, cunt because of that. So we're back to fucking square one, I guess, David. There's so many ways. And again, it has been happening on RPGs and games since the beginning of the fucking industry, where there has been black protagonists, there has been queer characters, there has been bisexual, pansexual. And again, only a fucking year ago, Baldur's Gate proved that you can have pronouns in your fucking game and you can have pansexual characters as long as the game is fucking good. The problem is you guys want to reap the fucking rewards without putting in the work. That's your fucking issue. You want to normalize shit? Make it good. You're doing yourself no fucking favors by just shoving shit down people's throats and telling them, you want this. You need this. Welcome to 2024. Trans is in. Pronouns are in. And if you're... Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Like, literally, you guys are so harmful to the movement that you're trying to promote and normalize. Because, and I said it again, and you can agree with me, and you cannot agree with me, I don't give a shit. There's people out there that are trans, that are queer, that are black, that are Asian, that are whatever, and they're literally minding their own fucking business. They're minding their business and living their lives, wanting to be left alone, just like you want to be left alone, and like I want to be left alone. And they're just opening this fucking can of worms, piling everyone on these people, because you guys give your movement a terrible fucking name. Again, and I said it multiple times, I don't speak for all women, and I don't speak for all white people, and I don't speak for all Spanish people. I speak for myself. You guys can't. You need to, you like to say, oh, the hive mind. Yeah, the hive mind. You guys are a hive mind where you have to make everything about your gender identity or the color of your skin to matter, for your opinion to hold any weight, because without the numbers, you guys are nothing. And that's your fucking problem, okay? I'm very capable of defending myself without having to bring Hypnotic into the fucking question, or Grams, or Smash, or Jay. I don't have to. I'm more than capable of fighting my own fucking battles by myself. You guys can't. And you give everyone that shares traits, gender identity, like skin color, you give them a bad rep. And that's on you. You do that all by yourself. All by yourself. You know?
And I don't like you. And you don't like me, and that's okay. We don't have to like each other. Hey, man, at least you're passionate. That's something. More than a lot of people can say. But no, I do not like your view on this issue, and I do not like the way you handle it. Hang on, I'm yelling at people. And so, let's be clear, that stands. But the other stuff, I just wanted to make that clear. Okay, be well. Happy Thanksgiving. I will talk to you later.
Nah, that was absolutely fucking nothing. And then we double down, triple down, fourth triple, like by... And again, I said it in my tweet. Funny, David Jaffe, or Jiffy, or whatever the fuck. Funny that Vara, she's very outspoken. We love Vara Dark in this fucking household of ours. But guess who else was talking shit? Hypnotic, Smash, Grams. Funny how he only targets Vara. Because again, and this is a pattern of behavior, you guys would know because it has happened to me multiple times, okay? It happened to me with Eddie. It happened to me with Slander, by the way. If you guys haven't seen that one, we're going to see that in a bit. And it's the fact that they target women thinking we are the easier target. Turns out, 9 out of 10 times, we're not. So, yeah. Let's see what he has to say about our bestie here. Vera, he gets the name wrong on purpose, 100%, to trying to undermanage her fucking... Also, probably so this doesn't pop out when people type Vara Dark, because, comes from Papa Jeffy, whatever shall I do? Probably shut your fucking whore mouth. That's
Conte making jokes about the Trump attempted assassination wasn't funny, and how David here said that he thought it was kind of suspicious and it might have been staged, and that wasn't cool. But he whipped out a book about the WWE and Vince McMahon and said, oh, there's a lot of information about Trump in here and how he's good at understanding an audience and entertaining a crowd. But that's literally anyone in life, let's be honest. Every single political candidate is just trying to convince you to vote for them. Trump is just extremely good at it. But at the end of the day, every single politician is like this. But instead, he decides to single out Trump, which is just absurd.
There's a book. I had the author on my show. It's called Ringmaster. It's a great book. There is an entire chapter about the relationship between sex creep offenders, some of the shit he's alleged to have done, Vince McMahon, and Donald Trump. Him and Vince McMahon have a close relationship. They talk a lot. And he breaks it down into how Vince McMahon's tactics of building up an audience and staging things and doing kayfabe, which, again, look into it, is being, according to the author, replicated as Trump was the president, ran for president,
so someone's opinions are all of a sudden... Okay? So you're using someone else's biased opinion to inform your own biased opinion to then spew it out as if it's a factual fact and it's unbiased. Okay.
President again. It's just read a little bit. You've got to do the research.
Why?
Church, lady. I didn't just pull out some rando book on the WWE. I pulled out a book about the fucking thing I was speaking about. And do I think Trump's assassination was staged? I don't know. But I'll make a deal with you. If you think that's beyond the pale and hard to believe, I don't know. Then you guys talking about, hell, going back to Barack Obama not being a citizen. Or you guys...
Did she say anything about that? He's not addressing any of the points that she has made so far. What? And again, I don't give a shit about politics. I couldn't give less of a fuck. I don't care about Trump. Trump and Kamala Harris could like drop dead today and I would be none the wiser. I don't care. Yeah, but he hasn't addressed a single one of her points so far.
Talking about kids going to school and coming home a different sex.
Your kid goes to school and comes home a few days later with an operation. The school decides what's going to happen with your child.
Do you really want to go toe-to-toe with which political party, Vera, offers up a trough of horse shit? Who's got the most horse shit? I mean, you're not
What is this?
educated enough. You're not bright enough, Vera.
Ooh, misogyny. I can say that because, you know, if they can call bigotry, I can call misogyny.
Vera, to talk to me or to talk about what I talk about. You're just not.
He also said, oh, he's older than me, so he knows more about politics than I do, and that I should, quote, go fuck myself. So I'm one of the grifters he's calling out, even though his definition of a grifter is somebody sitting online, making videos, talking about a game, when he's literally doing the same exact thing. Now,
Is that my definition of a grifter? Where are you getting that, Vera Dark, from? Again,
Where are you getting any, you know, of your opinions from? Up your ass.
Vera, I'm going to give you a little bit of an education here. Jaffe's definition of a grifter is literally sitting online talking about games. You don't believe me? Not a problem. Vera Dark here for you with all the facts. Here's where he defined grifter 2 years ago.
What's that you say? Grifter? Grifter, huh? Well, I suppose that's when you play them video games like the Atari and you
He thinks he's funny, doesn't he?
I've never defined grifter as that. A grifter is somebody who makes money.
Why are you making... How much do you react from this 9-minute video? Only what you wanted to react?
If I was in like, you know, NASA and they were like, oh shit, the space station's gonna explode. Everybody, we can only solve this by looking at the...
He's yapping. Grandpa is fucking lost his damn mind. 2 minutes. He's reacted to 3 minutes out of a 9, almost 10-minute video. And he's not addressing any of her points. And he's just, again, proving her point of like, oh, I'm older. And, you know, I know better than you. You're just, yeah, whatever. Again, I don't give a fuck about politics, so... But that's just a child. A child. And he's getting ratioed, obviously. Here, one for the road. Right. Grandpa is losing his goddamn mind. What the fuck is wrong with this man? And again, just another, like, who is David Jaffe or whatever? I don't know your name. Employed by? Is it Sony? Who does he have his own fucking company? What's going on here? What is going on here? Is he even employed anymore? Like, what is going on in the House of Commons? He left his company and now he just live streams. So you're just one of us. What the fuck are you on about? He's literally just one of us. What? He's just a fucking streamer talking shit on the internet. And why do we care about his fucking... Okay, let's see. Works. Cliffhanger. For the NAS. A tester. Skyblazer. Tester. Mickey Mania, never fucking heard of it. Game designer, Twisted Metal, never heard of it. Game designer, Twisted Metal 2, game designer, producer, and whatever. Twisted Metal Black, Kinetic, God of War 2. He was a creative director in the second one. And he was a game director and lead designer on the first one. Twisted Metal, again. Calling all cars. And Drawn to Death. He hasn't been active in the gaming industry since 2017. So why do we care? Why are we still referring to him as the, game director of God of War? He's a streamer. He's a YouTuber. What changed is that he has a trans son. That's what changed. Literally, that's all that has changed. Is that his son came out as trans. And now he has to put the fucking, we say in Spanish, el grito al cielo, the crying to the sky of like how, he's supportive of everyone and this and that. It's like, sure. But if you want the fucking smoke, get ready for it. Like, it is what it is. And again, I don't care about people's fucking personal lives, Shiva. Shiva cares. But bro, what is going on? He literally is a has-been. Yeah, he hasn't done anything of relevance. My fucking hip. I'm old. Yeah, he's literally... Okay, someone do the math real quick. 2017, 2024. I'm not doing the math because I'm fucking dumb. Do it. The star of the show has arrived. Fuck off. 7 years. He hasn't done anything of relevance in 7 years. He hasn't been active in the industry in 7 years. So what the fuck? Okay. Bro, what a fucking nutcase. Is it this one? Or is it the one? Oh, have you ever seen this one?
Things haven't been going so well for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Not only have we heard reports that claim that it's underperformed, but people are leaving en masse on Steam because they've either given up on the game or they've simply finished it. And now a Dragon Age the Veilguard Facebook group is banning Laugh Reacts.
Are you guys in that? I don't know if I retweeted it. Oh, someone bought me. What the fuck happened? When did this happen? Thank you for buying me clothes. I didn't see them. Oh yeah. Let's go through my feed, shall we? I came across this, and it's from a person called the Nowhere Girl. I'm gonna let you reach your own conclusions on that. And Nowhere Girl says, these stupid ass gamers hate the games they play. Hate the people who make the games they play. They don't actually like anything these days. And somehow we're supposed to believe they care about video games when they show so little respect for the industry. And I said, eating shit and thanking someone for it is not normal, you freaks. I know you guys are eager to please and will shield the hell and back for a smidgen of attention, but don't try to normalize it. Because it's what they do, bro. It's like, oh, you guys are being disrespectful and that's why game developers are making bad stuff. No. If they made actually good shit, we wouldn't have, wouldn't be in this fucking situation. Yeah, Kate Dollarhide is the narrative designer for About. Again, I will let you draw your own conclusions about that. And slander. You guys didn't see the whole slander situation with me. By the way, I'm out of jail officially. my suspension ended on the 28th. Not that I care because I uninstalled EA Play. Yeah, Slander says right here. He says, and he didn't tag me because he's a fucking coward. Look who tagged. Who got tagged here? Not me though. Says, the Avowed controversy has drawn a lot of people who are being dishonest about what's happening, which is really funny because now we're gonna see the clip of him being dishonest about what happened. This clip sums up much of my feelings, and a link to the full video is below. I weaved in some of Eddie's experiences with Nure to provide context regarding Grams. And let's see.
Where they speak to Grums in this really derogatory manner. And then I see all these videos about, well, how could devs do this? And don't they care about their customers? And don't they care about their sales? And this is so unprofessional. Nah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. It is not the responsibility of devs to put up with people telling them that they should kill themselves for putting a non-binary person in their game.
That's a lie, by the way. The grifters are controlling the narrative. If. I told and I'll say it again. I told the BioWare writers for Veilguard to delete themselves, to Alt for delete themselves because they're not capable of writing, by the way. Should we watch that clip again? Where is it? I never told them to delete themselves because, oh, there's a trans character in the fucking... No, I didn't do that, actually. Where the fuck is that? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? We'll find it eventually. I think I just need to double, triple, quadruple down once again because I want you to guys point out at what part of the clip that it's 1 minute long. When did I say you guys should delete yourselves because you made a trans character or non-binary character or whatever? Kill yourselves, genuinely. Never touch a single video game ever in the history of ever. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna remember your names and I'm gonna fucking look for you in every single game that I play nowadays. I am. Every single bitch that has praised and fucking gloated about being a fucking writer for this game on Twitter, count your fucking days. You're not gonna be writing anything but fan fiction like the rest of us fucking delusional bitches until the day you die. Because let me tell you something. If I find you in another video game, I'm gonna sound the fucking alarm. Everyone is gonna know that you're working on that game. And I'm gonna do my hardest for you to never have work in the industry for the rest of your fucking life. You guys don't fucking deserve it. You don't deserve it. You don't. You don't deserve it. You don't. When did I say what did he say? Where was he? Are you here? What did he say?
Themselves for putting a non-binary person in their game.
Liar. Liar, liar, paints on fire, liar, controlling the narrative. You're not a slanderer, you're a slanderous. You're a fucking liar. 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 You're a liar.
It is not the responsibility of...
Oh, it gets better, by the way. You don't even, I mean, if you know these people, you know where he's gonna go to, but you
black
cannot even...
devs to put up with being referred to as spear truckers, essentially...
Again, really fucking funny, right? Because he only mentions me and Grams. I didn't call nobody a spear nothing. Neither did Grams. He doesn't mention Hypnotic. He doesn't, like, Hypnotic, obviously, he's not a fucking pussy. You know, like, but he didn't fucking mention him. I wonder why. I wonder why. He's completely picking and choosing, like cherry picking shit from my controversy, Hypnotics, Grams, this and that, and fucking shoving it into like this big messy like narrative that he's constructing for himself. Because if something happens in Hypnotic stream, I'm also responsible. And if Gram says something, Hypnotic is responsible, but also Smash is responsible, and Vara is responsible for that as well. Funny.
Essentially, you're a nigger if you believe that you, as a black person, should be able to run your own dev studio and come out with a game. It's not their responsibility.
Funny because Hypnotic literally invited the developer for, I don't remember the name, the Sakero game. He invited the developer after the entire controversy. Hypnotic played his game and liked it, by the way. And the developer and Hypnotic had like a adult conversation with each other where they could, like, you know, agree to disagree. He obviously, but that part of the narrative is not important.
This from devs, the most nice and professional and calm manner possible. No. So
yeah, he's just a fucking white knight. Funny, because obviously he's not white. But yeah. Funny. How that works, right? Funny. And again, one person does something and all of our opinions become all of a sudden absolutely fucking irrelevant. God, just completely fucking detached from reality. And the fact that they still like double down and say that they're not like a echo chamber, it's crazy for me. Like, it's just insane.
Haven't been going so well for Dragon Age the Veilguard. Not only have we heard reports that claim that it's underperformed, but people are leaving in mass on Steam because they've either given up on the game or they've simply finished it. And now a Dragon Age the Veilguard Facebook group is banning laugh reacts. These people are such sensitive snowflakes. It says a nearly 13,000 member strong Dragon Age the Veilguard Facebook group has banned members from reacting to posts with laugh reactions. Yeah, guys, you're not allowed to have fun with this video.
Bro, there's a fucking fan page, okay? And they're banning the laughing emoji as a reaction to their post because it's bullying and harassment. Really?
Game, you're not allowed to.
And that's not policing and controlling the narrative, by the way. That's not censoring people. Nah.
Fun in this group, or else we're gonna call you a bigot.
Can you guys spam the laugh emoji?
Will get you banned. We're not going to tolerate anyone laugh reacting to a personal post of someone when it's not meant to be funny, and you're only laugh reacting because you're making fun of them or being a bigot. So first of all, if this is a group about Dragon Age the Veilguard, why are they posting personal posts? And second of all, we are talking about people that are running around calling us ists and phobes and bigots for utilizing tools that are provided to us by the platform on Facebook. The laugh react is simply a part of the reaction category. So that means that you are taking away tools from people because your feelings got a little bit hurt. What sensitive snowflakes. And furthermore, the group has also banned, quote, hate speech or bullying, aka banning anybody that they disagree with, because you know that there's going to be some moderator that's on this power trip who's going to start banning people simply for going into the group and saying they don't like the game. This should be an area and a group.
We live in a fucking society, dude. We live in a fucking society. We do. We live in the upside down. I do not understand when these people decided that censoring and policing people's speech was gonna make them not double down on what they said. They are literally closing the doors to actual conversations happening. And then they're surprised when there's so much radicalized people and so many extremists and so many people that are just like completely dead set in their values, because it's like, you guys keep trying to take individual thought away from people. So they're gonna hold on to that with fucking teeth and nails. What are you fucking surprised? Like, people cannot do, like, they cannot say anything. They cannot, if they don't, their statements and their messages and their thoughts do not fit a very specific, like, pattern, then you're just completely censored and silenced. And you think that's gonna what? Change people's minds? That you're not gonna, they're not gonna think like that anymore. You're gonna slap them in the wrist and be like, stop. And 50-year-old, like, Jack from Tennessee is gonna be like, yeah, I have learned my lesson. I won't be mean on the internet ever again. That he's not gonna double down on his fucking opinions, even if it's a wrong opinion. Because literally you're closing doors to debates and conversations and agreeing to disagreeing. Bro. But you will blame everyone else. You will shift the fucking blame to everyone else. You point fingers to everyone else except yourself. And that is crazy behavior. Crazy. There was another, like, a screenshot from Discord where people were trying to censor the word German because it wasn't gender inclusive, because the word German as the language and the nationality had the word man in it. So they expected it to be like Latin X, like German, but with the A and X instead. Insane. Mental asylum worth it. Insane behavior. Insanity. You guys need therapy. And if you're going to therapy, you need to go to therapy harder. Change those meds. Go into the grippy sock prison for a little bit, Be detached from your phone and social media for a couple months. Do like a cleansing. Get an exorcism. Anything. But just spewing the most obnoxious takes on the internet, and when people are being like, yeah, fuck that, you're literally 14, shut the fuck up, I don't want to listen to your fucking opinion. You guys just rally and try to get people doxxed and to get people deplatformed because they said something that hurt my feelings. Welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Where the more you try to police how people speak, the more they're going to call you a slur. It's almost like that has, in the history of mankind, never worked. Policing what people say. It's almost like that's what riots and takeovers and shit happens. So, yeah. Funny. It's hilarious, to be very, very honest with you. And I bet we're going to talk about all this stuff on Hypnotic Stream as well. Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, I take breaks from the internet. You know what I mean? If I have something to do, I do it. I tell you guys, like, hey, I'm taking that day off. I'm not chronically online. I mind my business. I go outside. I get air. I get sun. I interact with other human beings aside from myself. I do not understand how these people can just exist and not shit themselves. I literally don't understand. I don't. It's crazy behavior. Literally crazy behavior. What I'm seeing here, I don't know. I just feel like I'm seeing a lot of like grown people behave like actual kids. And I'm talking like 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds just like behaving like children and not having both feet on the ground. Like they are just not grounded to reality. They think social media is the entire world. They think, they can bully people into thinking like they do or to deactivate. Like, bro, no. And now, because before, X was their playground, right? Their hunting ground. You disagree with me, I dox you. I get you fired from your fucking job. I'm gonna call your boss. It's not working anymore. So they're like all migrating to fucking Blue Sky. And then they're being pieces of shit on Blue Sky and they're turning against each other, which is amazing to see how they eat each other from the inside. Love it. And it just goes to show that they have always been the issue. They are the problem and they're incapable of like looking inwards and just admitting that. The first step towards fixing a problem is admitting that you have one. And these people cannot admit that. They cannot admit any flaws. And they cannot admit that they are as shitty as the rest of us. Because I know my flaws and I have many of them. I don't let them define me and I don't let other people shame me for them. They try, they can't. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. I really believe that this wouldn't have happened if people had done the fucking smart thing and just actually just created their own spaces. Instead of trying to make every single place a safe space, which is literally impossible to do. Welcome to the internet, and most of all, welcome to reality. No, the world is not gonna bend over backwards to accommodate you in it. You're a fucking cog in the machine. You're just another number. You're just another human being whose life is fleeting and irrelevant in the great scheme of things. No one cares. So no, people are not gonna pander to you. People are not gonna bend over backwards to you. All you have to do is not be a fucking idiot and not be weird on the internet, and people are just gonna like be very indifferent to your existence, which is what you wanna aim at. People not minding your existence on, planet Earth. But they cannot do this. They can't. It's impossible. They have to make everything about themselves. Every single thing about themselves. And it's just tiresome at the end of the day. It's just incredibly boring. And I hate it. Let me read super chats. Mindaugas for €2. Modern gaming industry is worth destroying. Yes, it is. Momo, as I like to call him, is probably not his fucking name. Thank you, Matt Henson, for having a meltdown so that I can save 70 bucks not playing his Conquer Tears Lab. Keep yourself safe, Obsidian. Kratos with 10. My roommate and I talked about Dragon Age and Mass Effect last, and I told him that Veligor is super game and lame, and the same people who worked on Veligor and are on Mass Effect, then he put his face in his hands. Yeah, don't hold a fucking candle for Mass Effect 5. Don't do it. The only thing that I have to tell you is the fucking writer, Patrick Wicks, who wrote the character Tash for Veilguard, is writing for Mass Effect. So, no. Makini says, hello, Nude, I really like your content, and Matt Henson's discriminatory white savior complex will hurt about success as an art director. He should have known better. Yes, I don't understand why they do this. Like, I've been very vocal about it multiple times. Like, I don't know if PR teams are not a thing anymore. I don't understand. Like, I don't get how these people are just so free to just talk shit about their customer base on the internet before even the product is out. Is just crazy. And I cannot believe that it's gotten, they have gotten away with it for so long, to be very fair with you. Valentine says, just as politicians aren't owed anyone's vote, game devs are not owed our purchase of their woke product. They need to earn it. Attacking us is dirty. 100%. Adam became a member and he gifted 10 memberships. Thank you. John with 20 bucks for my snacks. Thank you. John single-handedly is keeping me fed. I appreciate it. Adam with the 5. Would you play Snoopy's Adventure? 100%, yeah. I have played what is it? Garfield? Garfield, like the Mario Kart Garfield game. I beat it. I'm really good at that. David says, David Elias, not David Jaffe or whatever. Man, I feel like I'm being disciplined. Say too fucking late. And Momo again with 5. This Juratic is an Inquisition crazy that didn't even finish that, and he's spending his final days on Earth chilling gutter slop. How sad. It is pretty sad. Like, bro, I don't know. Now on Twitch we get a Green Tea Sake with a Prime, JT Legendary with a Prime, Backlight resubscribe with Prime. Thank you. Of course they're gonna kill Mass Effect, obviously. Fake super chat. You guys are legends. Preach with the anti-woke games hate. I can stand playing 2000 graphics where games were good. Honestly, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just feel like these people need to come down back to earth. Like, and stop, like, blame shifting. I am very capable of owning up to my own shit, which I have a lot of. And I say a lot of stupid stuff. And at the end of the day, I don't really care. Shiva, come here. Shiva. Perra. Ven. Ven. Ven aquí, hija de puta. No me hace ni puto caso, ¿eh? Una mierda me ha dicho por aquí. Y se echa. ¿Seré hija de puta? ¿La estás oyendo? Okay, she acts like she's kidnapped, bro. Like she's kidnapped. Are you done? Get up. Get the fuck out. You have to move so I can open the door. We're at an impasse. Can you move? Hola. Ven aquí. Ven. Where? Don't go Paw Patrol. Don't go Paw Patrol. Me cago en su puta estampa. Me lo hace todo el tiempo. Hija de puta. ¿Qué hija de puta? You know what she does? She was fucking asleep, okay? And what she does is like, I don't know why she wakes up. No, she does that at even like 3. Like, she's dead asleep. She wakes up. She starts like fucking digging. I think she's sleepwalking. Look at her. She's asleep. She does this all the time. She was sleepwalking, bro. And I love that if I tell her, like, come here, I have to be like, for her to, like, listen to me, like, come on. Like, sometimes, like, she comes to my room, and as you heard, she will just, like, fucking headbutt my door. Like, let me in. I open the door, she won't come in. I have to get on my knees and be like, come here. Oh, yes, you. Otherwise, she's like, you don't want me here. You don't really want me here. You're not being sincere enough, mom. Like, bitch. She's 100% dreaming. She does that all the time. Like, bro. You shall dress me properly, mother. Basically, she's like, no, do it again from the top. And I had to be like, bro. She's more like a cat than a dog, actually. She loves cats. She hates dogs. She's fucking asleep. You cannot even see her. She disappeared. I cannot with her, like literally. Or she comes here and she's like, too hot, and she leaves. And then she comes back. She hears my dad, like in the kitchen, leaves, doesn't get anything, comes back. I have my dinner here. She stays here. Then I leave. And she comes back thinking, Mom must have dropped something on the floor. And she will spend 30 minutes looking for something on the floor to fucking... What does she even dream about? I don't fucking know. She barks in her sleep all the time as well. She goes, woof, 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 woof. Woof, 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 woof. I'm like, what the fuck are you? Or, and it's really funny because I'm laying in bed and she sleeps here every night. And she stretches in her sleep. And all I see are her paws going... And then she stays like this. Like, I'm like, what is... Like, I'm just laying in bed and all I see is like a leg like this. Like, what are you doing? Is she a Rottweiler? She is. My baby girl. God. David with the two, you Smash, Andy, and Hypnotic are in us, is what it says, are my heroes now. Do I know us? Lou Brato, have you seen the Stenrose Stash video? I haven't. And Nick Corvello with 20, hi Dure. What also sucks about the DEI woke crap in Dragon Age the Guard is that it's also a distraction from even worse stuff, like the destroying of Chantry lore. And Solas is a Mythal simp, yes. Like Asmongold, it's with a Z, so. Rory's are precious, yeah. She's doing yoga in her fucking sleep, honestly. She's crazy. She's crazy. Did I tell you that one time? Where she imprinted on her fucking plushies. She has a lot of toys. And she had like a not a cryptic pregnancy, but she made herself think that she was pregnant. And she started lactating. Did I tell you about that? I have a broken dog. Broken. She don't work. Literally. I think she has either a missing nipple or an extra one as well. And she was born before people like fucking me like, oh my god, you got her tail off. Shiva, out of all her siblings, was the only one that was born with a broken tailbone. And they had to cut it. Extra nipple? I think so. She is not very bright. And she's really weird. Honestly. I mean, she's amazing. She's the best dog we've ever had. She's really sweet. And she doesn't, she doesn't ask for much except food and scratches. And that's it. But she is 100% a fucking cunt. I love her though. You know what I mean? I love her. She sounds like a normal Rottweiler. Yeah. She's just... special in her own way. I mean, animals have personalities. Like, she's just a little bit cuckoo in the head. It happens to the best of us, you know what I mean? An acoustic dog, honestly, I wouldn't put it past her, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say no. The weird ones are the best. They are. I wouldn't change her for the world. She drives me crazy. Crazy. But I love her. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to say for today, honestly. I was gonna play Pillars of Eternity, but I also have to rest for Hypnotic's stream tonight. It starts at 8 p.m. EST. That is 1 a.m. my time, because it's 9:42, almost 10 p.m. my time right now. So I'm probably gonna have some dinner, and I'm gonna rest a bit before I have to go live. So if you guys want to see me again, just go into, the Hypnocast stream that is going to happen later. And we're probably going to be talking about, David Jaffe or whatever, and Matt Henson, and Avowed, and all the fucking idiotic bullshit that is happening through the industry right now. So stay tuned for that. Will Boyfriend appear on the stream as well? He might be on chat, probably. He's always looking. So yeah, time for a nap, most likely. So thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more like videos. I'm currently editing the streams that I have previously done, like talking about certain like topics. So you're probably gonna see a lot of that. It's not me grifting. It's me just like going through the backlog, and like most of the fucking videos that I'm putting out right now are from that stream of like, oh, I got banned by EA Play. So you're still have a lot of content to come. So have a good one. See you later if you guys want to check the Hypnotic stream, and if you don't, see you tomorrow. Bye bye, guys. I love you. Bye bye. Bye.